dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel with a requested video. We got the worst places to live. What do you think if you had to decide what's one of the worst places to live? 9 times out of 10, it has to do something with poverty. On top of that, the government struggles. Or not the government struggles, but the possibly government control.
That's a good one. Maybe.
I got one.
Maybe like. Are you going to say it at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it after you.
Oh, probably maybe for some reason in my head, like when you asked me the question, I went straight to like South Korea or something.
It ain't South Korea.
It's North Korea. It's North Korea.
Yeah.
North Korea.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
I always get it mixed up, but like North Korea.
There's places in Africa too, though.
Yeah, but when you asked me the question, my brain went straight to that. But I was like, dang, I can never remember. Yeah, but I know it's Korea. Yeah, one of the parts. Yeah.
And the only reason why I can't like necessarily put like a exact spot in Africa because it's a few of them. Yeah. And I have to do like more research to say exactly which one I'm saying.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm saying. But I think every continent kind of got a place that's like one of the worst places to live. In that, you know what I'm saying, on that continent.
And it is a place right now, I don't want to say because, like, I can't never remember, like, the one with in Africa. Okay. I can't remember.
And then you remember the spot in Brazil where they were killing and doing all that stuff that we just saw. Mm-hmm. That man was on the TV show, Mr. Baller. Yeah. He had his own TV show and he was.
Oh, yeah.
And it's places in Mexico.
So it's North Korea.
Yeah.
North Korea. I always, yeah. Mm-hmm.
With that being said, man, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first part. You got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
Facts. But with that being said, let me verify it is North Korea.
I always get it mixed. I think it is. I always get them mixed up. I just know that it's a part because I like hear stories and stuff all the time, or I see things.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's North.
It's North Korea,
right.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Take him to Detroit. No!
Not Detroit.
No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
Alright, I'm gonna go straight into this. The earth is pretty garbage. I can't imagine it once being a beautiful haven where life and nature were one with each other in harmony. That just sounds like a fantasy. Now it's divided, polluted, and just plain old gross to live in. We live in a fatherless time right now, and that goes for every place around the world. Speaking of places, almost every region and country on this earth has many flaws, so much so that it makes me think, why do people even live there? Some of these places are equal to living in literal hell. And as someone who lives in the United States, the land of the annoying and the home of the obese, I know what true despair looks like. I know how to tell the difference between each dumpster I've stayed at. And since I do, in this video I'll be listing some of the worst places to live at on planet Sheen, whether it be a country, or a city, or a supermarket. First place I'll be talking about is the US. Let's just get the obvious out the way. The United States is a chaotic mess. The people here are some of the most closed-minded people to ever learn to read and write. And that part is debatable.
I say not just closed-minded. America is full of selfish individuals. Mm-hmm. People that only think about self-gains, what they can do to better themselves and not help out the next person. It's from the top all the way to the bottom. Yeah. Even the ones that y'all perceive to be very helpful, they're only helping folks to help themselves. At
the end of the day.
Because that's just the foundation of America was built off on. It was built off of corruption. It was built off self gain and self progress. It wasn't built on a land of the free and to help. Like everything that we believe America is to be about is 100% false. But that's the reason why they express it, because they know it's not true. Trust me.
In this place, you can't agree to disagree. You have to pick a side. You're either on the socially popular acceptable side, or you're looked at as the villain, no in betweens. No, it's like that in other places now, but we're the ones that started it and pushing it down everyone's throats. Second, the shootings. Nowhere is safe. I hate the fact that every time I walk into a movie theater, I always look for the emergency exit, just in case if some dude that recently got rejected by his crush decides, time to go nuts. I'm sick of it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The last time we went to the movies, which was not too long ago, I literally was sitting there and I was like, okay, anything, they coming this way, I have time possibly to get this way because of how the walk.
Which way to duck? How to duck?
And that's sad that you have to think like that. But I swear I was sitting. Before the movie started, I'm sitting there thinking of a master plan.
And to be honest, it ain't even just because of that. Like, you do look for the exes. Like,
just because you never know.
You never know what might pop off.
Like, you never know if like a fire may happen or someone come in. Like, anything can happen.
I make sure I don't know.
Yeah.
It just, it's not nothing that's taught. It's just stuff you adapt to your environment. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Not that every place here is bad. There's some heat here. You know, there's NYC, DC, Jersey, Georgia, Florida. That's it. Everything else can disappear. California is literally one of the worst places on this planet. Chicago is full of young boy fans, you know, those radioactive people. Arizona, you're gonna die of heat exhaustion. Detroit, you're gonna come back to no house. And there's literally nothing in this area, in this middle of the United States. Hey,
why you got us in the now, bro? I'm like, hey, everybody's coming here, but you see, that's a little cap though.
That's just, you know.
In there, nothing. Like, what's that misery? Misery? Because you're gonna be miserable living there. I've said my piece of living in this trash can of a country.
You got Nelly?
I'm gonna move to the moon. Next up on my list, we have 7-Eleven. Not necessarily living inside a 7-Eleven, but living around one. Why 7-Elevens? Because the most janky people show up there. Everybody has been to a 7-Eleven where there's either a crackhead or a homeless person hanging around there. And since it's a 7-Eleven, it's gonna get robbed at least twice a year. Living around such a place will most definitely suck and lower your property value. Just to let you know, if a 7-Eleven opens next to your neighborhood, you're basically living in the projects now. Get out while you still can, because your town is slowly gonna turn into Brazil. Next worst place, a very real place to live in. Bikini Bottom. I don't know what it is about this place, but when I'm watching the show, it looks like a very frustrating place to live in. Whether it's living in between these two dumbasses or just live in the city, you're gonna have a bad life. Because every fish in this show is just to everybody. Like, you could just be vibing and then they start roasting you out of nowhere. It's not Mr. Krabs' fault that he has big meaty claws. He was just playing an instrument. He's just born like that too. Bikini Bottom is literally the Birmingham of the ocean. Not to mention, the city gets destroyed every now and then. Whether that be from SpongeBob and Patrick or a god doing it, the city gets burned down basically every season. How can insurance companies even exist with this happening so often? Plus, the only two options to eat at are the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket. And the Krusty Krab be having new recipes every other episode. You can't trust it. It's gonna be a completely different burger the next day. And the Chum Bucket is... The food is unedible at these places 90% of the time. This is a horrible place to live. The people here are jackasses, SpongeBob and Patrick exist, and your house will probably be destroyed. Bikini Bottom sucks. Plus it's underwater. You can't even breathe. Next is the Cars universe.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. So we just going cartoon now. I thought we were going to have some more realistic.
Right.
You went in on the U.S.
Thanks.
But I guess you'll only go in on the U.S. because
that's where
you at. So, but it
and then I could say this ain't where I stay because I'm here.
What you mean?
I'm when you asked me the question, what's one place that I wouldn't? I said I couldn't stay here because I stay here.
Yeah, but it's places here I wouldn't stay.
Places
like,
within like cities.
L.A. No, hell no. Detroit, hell no. Chicago, hell no. New York, hell no. Any parts of Florida, hell no. Memphis, hell no. What else?
Like, what about New York?
I already said hell no.
Oh,
Philadelphia, hell no.
You moved to Montana?
DC, hell no.
What about Montana?
Montana, it depends.
Utah?
If I got the money, yeah. You naming places expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ohio?
Hell no.
Certain parts.
Now, if you're not a car and you just a normal dude, it would kind of suck living here. Everybody has a car or a truck, and if you just a dude, how do you get anywhere? Do you just go inside one of these cars and start driving? That sounds weird. Plus, it's only cars, and how do you do a car? Like, you gotta look for the car ussy or the cussy, or what am I supposed to call these things? You can't form a relationship with a car. This ain't TLC. And also, I'm about to go environmental.
Bro, you remember that episode on TLC? Where dude was married his car? Bro,
I don't think I do.
Hold on, he just said, hold on.
You can't form a relationship with a car. This ain't TLC.
Is it?
Yes, that's the episode. This man was like really wanting to make love to his car.
That is weird.
He like
has he?
He was underneath the car kissing it.
And ain't no telling what else he doing.
That's the gas tank hole. That ain't for that hole. Go come back.
And also, I'm about to go environmentalist. But imagine the carbon footprint these guys are leaving in the atmosphere. Because they're all vehicles. They're all cars. The ozone layer is just black at this point. These guys are ruining the environment, and you wouldn't want to live in that. I think the Cars universe is a bust. I'd rather live in a bus. Next worst place to live in, North Korea. I feel like that's self-explanatory. Up next, Gotham. In superhero universes, any place where the superhero lives at or where they all meet up is the most dangerous place on Earth. New York City in the Marvel universe is basically World War II every day. And Gotham ain't much better. In fact, it has even more criminals than any other. There's literal psychopaths going around and killing people and blowing shit up all the time. And the city's best hero is a vigilante who doesn't even kill them, just so they can break out of prison and continue the cycle of high crime statistics. You can't even go to work right in a subway in this city without worrying about the Riddler blowing up the whole train for his Twitch stream just because he got 2 gifted subs. I'm not dying for the Riddler's 7-viewer Twitch stream. You can't even have a night out in this city because every fun place with a lot of people inside, like a club or a party, is bound to get blown up by a village. The safest place is your house, and I'm positive the housing market in Gotham is non-profitable. I can probably get a 3-bedroom apartment for $10 in this city. They just giving houses away because no one wants to live there. Hell, I could probably buy a mansion next to Bruce Wayne's house for $100. It doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna die next month because of the next bi-weekly Joker terrorist attack. And that's just gonna be the normal Monday for everybody. Your normal days will change living here. You're gonna hear shooting and explosions outside, look and say, there goes Joker again, blowing up the children's hospital. Whatever, let me get back to my feet. That's your new routine.
But I ain't gonna lie, there's cities in America already though. Some people it's the norm to some people, I feel like that's the reason why they can't live those cities, because they can't like sleep without hearing sirens and stuff. And like
some people have said that before. Like if it's too quiet,
they start all they can do is think in their head, and they start freaking out because they like, this ain't the norm. I'm like, that is normal, bro, just to hear the bird.
But not for them, because they listen to it so. Because they listen to it so much. So
someone as soon as pow, they already go on the floor. And they still continue with their life. Just drop below the windows. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and someone don't hide no more, they just get low. Baltimore. I'm just saying, you remember The Wire? They just drop below. Drop below the window.
It sucks. It's horrible. It makes the GTA verse look like the Wonder Pets verse. You should never live in Gotham. But do you know what's worse than Gotham?
What?
Worse than Bikini Bottom? Worse than anything I've mentioned beforehand.
Rush.
It's a place where nightmares come to life. A place where the most nefarious live, the evil is evil, the bad is bad. A place of true terror. I'm talking about England.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Hey, bro. All right, inside jokes, bro. Y'all would cancel us. Yo, bro, the stuff we be. Oh my gosh.
This is the most uncivilized, broken country on this planet. England is a country that is run by barbaric cavemen and women that we call British people. But since I don't see them as equal in any way, shape, or form, I personally call them braggers. Their education is bankrupt. Their society is still in the Stone Age. Their technology is non-existent. They still haven't invented toothpaste yet. They made James Corden. They gave us the boring-ass version of The Office. This is the worst place on planet Earth! And I've been to England myself. I got first-hand experience on what it's like to be in a ninth world country. And it's exactly what you expect. It stinks! The food is unedible. The fanciest dish they have is beans on toast. This is orphanage food. I can't eat this. They play soccer. They drink tea. They still have a queen. These guys are not real. They still living in the 1600s. You guys lost. Get over it. They can't be real because I don't even understand them when they speak. They speak certain dialect like splendid, crumpet. Like, those are not words. These people are ruining the climate. They're taking our jobs and they're ruining the world. And I'm pretty sure I got an STD while I was over there. I'm never going back. It would be better if everything disappeared. Everyone disappeared. Tom Holland disappeared.
Wow.
Hold on.
Why he takes a day? That is the video on the worst places to live. Leave a like, subscribe, or don't.
Do you ever think about Nebraska? Like when you thinking about places?
I ain't gonna hold you. Every time I think about Nebraska, I think about that girl that got killed. The Tina Brandon story, or Brandon Tina. The boys don't cry, something like that. That's the only time I think about it. Like anytime somebody say Nebraska, that's the first thing that pops in mind. Other than that, what's in Nebraska? Like, let's be real. What we know about?
Yeah,
Nebraska?
that's why I asked, because I don't never really think about it.
That's the only when somebody say something about Nebraska or I see it, I'll be like, damn.
No disrespect to anybody that stay there, but
Damn,
I don't
that
think
really
about
did
it.
happen. I'm just saying.
You still keeping yours North Korea? After
I gotta understand what he was talking about with England.
Well, if y'all know, let us know.
Because you know what I'm saying. One video we got everybody in England going hard on the U.S.
I mean, everybody goes hard on the U.S.
But the only reason why I feel like people go hard on the U.S. is because a lot of people haven't been here, and so what they expect to see when they come to the U.S. is they expect to see New York or L.A. everywhere they go. And that's not the U.S. Yeah. Majority of the U.S. is not New York or L.A. or even Atlanta. Yeah. Those are just random one-off cities.
And a lot of comments that, like, you bringing up that particular video, whatever, that we get, a lot of them haven't, like, been. They just going off of what they've heard or whatever.
Or seeing the news.
The media.
Y'all don't really get your ideal depiction.
I mean, I feel like anywhere has everyone
because
has
what he just said, I'm like, I never seen what you're talking about when it comes down to England. But if I visit or if I know somebody who's been over there, maybe their experience would tell you different. Yeah. And so, like, you really don't know a place till you visit a place, and your perception of the place might change. Because you got to think about every time somebody say they come to the U.S., where they go to? L.A. Vegas, maybe. New York.
New York, most definitely, yeah.
Miami or Florida, somewhere in Florida. Yeah. Or Hawaii. They don't really visit the U.S. Like, visiting the U.S. is, like, U.S.
More
is so big.
Just, you know
what I'm saying? And every U.S. citizen is different depending on where you stay.
Yeah.
Like, or D.C., my bad.
Or D.C., yeah, most definitely. Yeah, D.C., yeah.
But
I'm still going to keep mine at North Korea for now. Until I found out
I ain't gonna lie, I'm rolling with Brazil a little bit too.
Oh yeah, because of that situation, yeah. But I mean,
a couple places in Mexico, cause them folks get it
down. It's a lot of places I wouldn't.
They get it down there, though, and I ain't got time for no You know what I'm saying?
I like where I'm at.
Yeah, I do too. But man, make sure y'all spam us up. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. But as always,
yes,
y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Kid and Cee.
We are,
y'all.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar.